Let's talk about the record.
Let's talk about it. Why not? Hell yeah. Well, we spent like the last 3 years making our new record, Kids in the Street, and the first single on it is called Beekeeper's Daughter, which is a song about pretty much right when we landed in Los Angeles. I went on this sort of wild, you know, rediscovering my inner animal kind of bender. So it's kind of about.
Were you living in the woods? What were you doing, man?
No. I was just sort of in the woods in a big city. You know,
because Katy Perry's going to do that. She's talking about going on like a wilderness extravaganza.
Of course she is. She's like the David Lee Roth of pop. I don't know. No, it's kind of great when you know you're 25. This whole quarter life crisis thing, it actually happens, man.
Yeah.
And so Beekeeper's Daughter is about this sort of, you know, bulletproof. I wouldn't say, you know, he's just sort of a guy who really thinks nothing can stop him, and especially the ladies.
Is this autobiographical?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this record itself, Kids in the Street, is about going from this place of like losing yourself in sort of a bottle and sort of women and poisonous women, and just coming out on the other side. I moved away to New York, and you know, kind of found myself through reflection. And Kids in the Street is like the title track song, and that song itself is about this nostalgic feeling where you sort of remembered your innocence. So it goes from, you know, maybe lighthearted sentiments to, you know, really sort of really heavy stuff for this band, and you know, we're definitely proud of it. I mean, we took our time on it.
Yeah.
I mean, we take our time on every record. This is our 4th record in 10 years, so it's cool to be putting out a record. We're good to be playing guitars and still putting out records. That's exciting.
Fair enough. Voice of Tyson from the All American Rejects. We've got Nick, Mike, and Chris here with us as well. The Rejects in the house. 10 years, but you guys. You were young, man, when you guys started. Very young.
It was back in the 1900s.
Yeah. 99, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, at some point, you guys have to, like, want to just walk away from each other for a few months and years and come back, right?
Well, we do for years.
Yeah.
We every time we get done with the record, we take, like, you know, 2 years off from each other. Except for, I mean, Nick and I, we go away on little writing trips. But, yeah, I think that's why we're so objective with each other. I mean, every time we come back, and Nick and I'll have a batch of songs ready, and we'll play them for them, and they'll be like, no. Or be like, yeah, dude, this is cool.
Something, right?
Yeah, no,
cool.
the Judge Jerry Executioner's over here on your right.
So, new single is Beekeeper's Daughter, comes out Tuesday, hits iTunes.
Yes, sir.
Let's play that record right now.
Yeah, please.
Do it.
Wait, nudge. Song plays, we come out of the song. Well, so is this what's the video? I mean, every song's got to have a video that tells the story. Let's start. Do you guys have you worked on the video for this song yet?
We're actually getting cuts of the video. We're working on it right now. We just shot it with Isaac Rentz. It's this bizarre sort of video where we decided to, you know, the song's so bombastic. We're like, this choreographer Michael Rooney came in. He's like, he had this idea for this, you know, sort of grand dance-scape. I'm losing it. Go for it.
Pretty much just this walk through a day in, you know, our fair singer's life, where everything around him is just ridiculous, and you know, there's dancing, there's women in scantily clad, painted red with devil horns.
They were our favorite.
It's a Wayne Newton.
So far, I'm a fan.
Wayne Newton. It's as much ridiculousness as we could fit into a city block.
What city, by the way?
Hill frickin' Valley.
Where they shot Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
No kidding, man.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
I guess there's a whole new company that wants to start making the DeLoreans again. Did you see this?
Really?
They've got all the sheet metal and all that stainless
they've already
steel
been
stuff.
making them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they've been making
Okay.
them for a long time now.
I've heard about
So
this.
get one, man.
I've heard they only cost like 80 grand.
I know.
You first.
Car this
Yeah, right.
6-cylinder.
Yeah.
I'll take my ski lessons.
Speaking of which, you talked about having a 25-year quarter-life crisis. What car did you get? Everybody's got to get. Every time you have a life crisis, you have to buy a car.
I haven't, man. I still got the same car. I've been driving. It's actually our old touring van since 2009. It's sort of like my litmus test for whether or not a chick. I mean, dude, Los Angeles is filled with like these plastic women who just want to screw their way upward.
Right.
Not like I'm some pedestal to stop it. but you know, I still drive a just beat to hell 2000 or 1995
Three?
93 Chevy Rally STX.
Yes.
And it's got a couch in the back.
Nice.
And it's been through
Shag carpet.
I tried, but
You
the
could be
staple
going
gun
totally
didn't work.
pretentious too. I mean, Leo DiCaprio drives a Prius. And he makes all the chicks that he's with. Like, didn't Blake Lively have to drive a Prius when she was with Leo DiCaprio? You could be that kind of guy.
Apparently, it's the like the optimal car to get a you know, a road job in.
Fair enough.
It's got serious legroom.
So, excellent. Good to know. Writing this information down in the back here. Excuse me real fast.
The more you know.
It's the All-American Rejects in studio, guys. So the Beekeeper's Daughter on Tuesday. You guys are in town, Park City tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where you do show? Talk about show, man.
We got a show. We're gonna go. We got an afternoon tea time with Bobby Redford. You know, I mean, we're just trying to squeeze all this stuff in. But hopefully, you know, Scorsese's been.
Scorsese.
I can't even
keep all these
BS.
So many premieres.
So many.
Well, you probably run into some people. I mean, midweek you get some of the more B-list stars at Sunday.
Sure.
Like us.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like.
We're trying to get Bob Saget.
Yeah, there you go, Bob Saget. Okay,
Trying to
cool.
get David Allen Greer was really trying to hit us up.
I'll settle for any of the weigh-ins.
Yeah, we'll take any of
They're
the
shooting White Chicks 3 in Park City.
I was gonna say the other one that was in White Chicks.
Would make perfect sense with all the white people in Park City skiing and everything like that. Yeah, welcome to Vanillaville. It's Utah, baby. Speaking of Utah, how many times have you guys been here? I mean, what's the vibe you guys get from Utah?
Actually,
when you
a
come?
lot. We've played in the venue several times. We were
Not
just
honestly, like some of the best shows we ever play are
Cool.
have been in a
Good.
you know, abandoned what's that thing, like an abandoned chic.
Saltaire.
Saltaire, yeah, great Saltaire, yeah.
Yeah, actually, we shot some of our DVD on our Tornado back in the day at the Saltaire.
Cool.
It's
Because
like
the shows here are so good.
It's like the establishing shot on Arrested Development.
Yeah, it totally is.
So that thing looks so bizarre out in the middle of nowhere.
It does. It has a little bit. That used to be like a bowling alley and everything out there.
Really?
So outdoors, and that was like turn of the century crap. Not even making this up. You find like 2-finger bowling balls in the sand buried out there.
It's like this.
It's a different race of bowling.
Yeah, it is. I'm not even kidding. Am I right?
It's true.
Well, talking to our, I mean, I'm not from here. I've been here long enough, but Kit's sort of our authority.
It's true.
Old
It is
school Utah.
It's true.
I back his assessment.
What else? What am I missing? Tour coming up, right?
On tour right now, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, but I mean,
Oh,
like,
but yeah, we'll be
cities in
doing-
the future. And
Yeah, CD's coming out March 27th. I mean, we got another couple years of road life in us, so we're excited, man. It's gonna be our year.
Rate this new record on the scale of All American Rejects success. Where is this one going to land?
Right up there with the best of them. No, I think it's gonna be. Like,
I mean,
honestly,
you're obviously proud of this record, but
we're I think more so proud of this than any we've done, because I mean, you have your whole life to write your first record, and I feel like this whole last 3 years has been just a whirlwind of a life in itself. So this is sort of a journey that, I mean, personally I've really invested myself into, and I think as a band we've come together. We worked with this producer Greg Wells, who's just got an amazing track record, and he really came in and helped just grab onto the spontaneity of recording, as opposed to other records we've made. It's just been sort of like you work with a producer and he's got his style and you just go through his style. And this was sort of us finding our own style. So I think it's sonically daring and thematically, you know, really cohesive for the first time in this band's career.
I mean, Gives You Hell was used by the Glee cast. Is there songs on this one they're gonna steal for Glee, or
If that's
people are gonna be performing on Idol?
if that's the rank of success in this
I just want, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm saying.
No. Hey,
Gives You Hell probably has.
It was
when
like
you
a-
wrote it, it can't. You never imagine that song probably being used on Glee. I guess is my point.
No.
It's flattering to say the least.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Because I know there's artists who completely reject the notion of their songs being used and stuff like that.
Totally. But artists like Queen and, the Journey, that was our rationalization for the agreeing to do that. So we're like, hell yeah. We'll be up there with rock royalty. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's, I like to say you can dress any song up. If you can put a song in a different pair of clothes, any different kind of clothes, then that's a good song. I mean, you can put a Western outfit on Gives You Hell. Some guys dressed up Move Along like a reggae band, and it was like the most empowering Marley B-side I've ever heard.
That's pretty great.
So, I mean, we're songwriters that just happen to luck into confusing the world that we're a rock and roll band. So, I think, this is a record that will be gleed up.
All right.
If they want it, glee it up. If they want to idle it, then turn it on. I mean, we're flattered by a song standing on its own in any way.
Tyson from the All American Rejects, along with Mike, Nick, and Chris, guys, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Beekeeper's Daughter is out on Tuesday on iTunes.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you here in Utah. Thanks for making the time to come by ZHT, guys.
Thanks for having us, man.
Kick some ass. What's the new record?